I know, ain't
Right here.
it? Now turn it towards you. There you go.
All right, brother. Let's do Lord's will.
Yeah.
2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
With that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh,
Bahashem,
Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakadash.
Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone and rule well. And greetings and salutations to the Akiyam, the Akwathium, and that speckled bird that is listening and learning. You want to read that again for me?
2 Corinthians 2 and 11. Least Satan should get an advantage of us, for we are not ignorant of his devices.
So Satan is going to get an advantage over those people that haven't been paying attention to the Holy Scriptures and how they've been brought out by the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Okay? And it also says there that we are not ignorant. You know, those people are definitely ignorant to Satan's devices. You know, we're hearing a lot of information about the lights going out, man, in Babylon. They actually have an article up right now talking about over 1 billion people. 1 billion people will be affected by blackouts, man, here in the very near future. And we're not talking about near future, a fucking year from now. We're talking about in the next month, if not weeks. Okay? So when these lights go out, man, you know, there's an agenda that's taking place right now. And a lot of that agenda is based on the violence that is taking place in America right now. They're trying to separate the people, okay? They're trying to pit everyone, one man against another. With this food crisis that's going on, that's going to be a big part of it, okay? See, we're not ignorant of that, man. You know, but we have to have Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai in any aspect of this situation that's getting ready to take place. All right, it's like putting away a few extra cans of beans, a couple bags of rice, or what have you. We have to do those things, man. That's just wisdom. You see? Because when they shut them, when this thing really starts going down and there's no food in these grocery stores, and these fucking lights start going off, you know, what's going to happen is violence is going to increase exponentially. And with that increase, what's going to end up taking place is when them lights go out, they're going to use that cover of night to go and kidnap and assassinate people, and they're going to blame it on the violence. You see? These are the things that are most likely going to take place, man. They're going to use that to their advantage. Believe that. You know. But what are we going to do when these things start to take place? Well, let's get some scriptures, man. You want to get Revelations? Or do you have some more on that?
Yeah, that was it.
Revelations 2 and 10.
Yep. Revelations 2 and 10, and it reads, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison."
The devil shall cast some of you into prison. What do you think that the lights going out is going to be about? Kidnapping. What are they going to do when they kidnap you? They're going to cast you into a prison somewhere. I was watching a movie called Black Site the other day. You know? These fucking people had a bunker inside of a mountain, probably a couple of stories down, with terrorists and people of high-value targets, man, locked up in this place. These are the kind of places that some of the brothers may be taking. You know? Go ahead, brother. Oh, was that it?
No. Revelations 2 and 10. "Then ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulations. I start at the top. Revelations 2 and 10. "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prison, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulations 10 days.
That 10 days, 10 just equals a complete number of days. Go ahead.
Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life.
Be thou faithful unto death. So even if we get snatched up, which Lord willing, you know, we're those men that don't have to go through that trial, man. And even if we do, man, there's a reason for it. You see? Now, I was watching a video by Elder Malcolm. There was a so-called black man in Africa that was healing people. Okay? This man had some spiritual powers, and the governments of, I guess, it would be the United States, maybe Great Britain, you know, they got a hold of this man, and they were trying to put him to death. Okay? So I'm sure they had him in one of those black sites, okay, that it talks about. They're going to put you in prison, you know. But they had this man, they put a bullet in his head. They did other kind of things to him. Finally, and the man came back to life. Finally, they cut him in pieces, put him in a meat grinder, put him in metal boxes and in different parts, sent him to different parts of the earth, and the man reappeared in their offices, man, and told them, yo, you didn't want to listen to what I had to say. You didn't want to listen. You saw what I was doing. I tried to talk to you. You didn't want to listen. And he said, I'm going to go away now, but when I come back, there's going to be many more like me. And when we come, there's not going to be a damn thing you can do about it. Nothing. So what do you think's getting ready to happen, man? We're getting ready to get them spiritual powers. That's going to happen. Okay? So when they put us in these bunkers underground, I already shared a vision that I had about them getting ready to put me to death, and I flew out through the fucking ceiling and landed in front of my home. And when I looked and saw myself in the window of my home, I didn't look the same. Okay? I was taller. I was darker. My wife, she came outside because she knew who the fuck I was, even though I looked different. She knew exactly who I was through the spirit, man. This is what's coming for us, brothers. You got any more on that?
Yep. Revelations 2:11. He that hath an ear, let him hear.
Mm-hmm.
What the Spirit said unto the churches, he that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death.
He that overcometh, man.
Yep.
So we ain't got, when they snatch us up, man, whatever the fuck happens, happens. Okay? Because the second death is not going to affect us, man. But we can't bitch the fuck up. It's time to man up now. Because we in that time, brothers. We in that time where they getting ready to make moves. And one of those moves might be us being put into one of these fucking black sites, into one of these prisons, man. You know? Because there's scriptures that talk about they want to test this. They want to test us to see if our words be true, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yep.
I believe I have that down. Was that it on that?
That was it, yep.
Go ahead and grab Sirach 2, 3, 5, and 6.
Okay. Ecclesiasticus 2 and 5. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity.
Acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. And that's a very adverse fucking situation. Okay? It talks about how it's a good thing to die by the hands of our enemies. Okay? By the hands of a man. Alright? And these Edomites, man, and these other nations are going to try to put hands on us and put us to death, man. You see? But the Most High said he's going to put us through that trial, man. You know? And he's going to test our faith. That's what's coming, a test of our faith, man. You know? I know a lot of brothers are getting put, they're getting put into predicaments right now, man, because the Most High wants to see how you're going to react to it. You know? Yeah, we're still in the flesh. We're still men. We get pissed off, you know? Sometimes we have to talk about things that we're, you know, with other brothers that we're dealing with because, it only makes sense to them. And it's not gonna make sense to a lot of these other fucking people out here. You know? Is that it?
Verse 6. Believe in him and he will help thee.
Believe in him and he will help thee. What I just say, he's gonna test our faith. You see? You got any more on that?
Huh. Order thy way aright and trust in him.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Order thy way aright and trust in him. Wisdom of Solomon 2:17. You know? Because that's where our hope lies, man, you know? And something that we don't see. What is that? That scripture, roughly paraphrasing, hope is the believing in something that is not seen, man. You see?
Hebrews 1:11.
Mm-hmm.
So, it's a Hebrews
You see? That's where we're at right now, man. These people are getting ready to run down to Egypt. They're getting ready to run to Esau, man. Joe fucking Biden. You know? And he's probably, when they ask for some money, he's probably going to say he wiped his butt like he did on the fucking news, the one video. You see? Go ahead,
Okay. Wisdom of Solomon 2:17. Beautiful. Let us see if his words be true.
Let us see if his words be true. You see what I just said? Go ahead.
And let us prove what shall happen in the end of him.
And let us prove what will happen in the end of him. That acceptable man, acceptable men tried in the furnace of adversity, man. That's what they're getting ready to bring, man. That adversity. You see? They want to see if our words be true, man. If we have faith in the Most High, Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. Okay? Esau's getting ready to find out if God really exists. Because a lot of these peon Edomites, they don't believe it. But them elites, they know what the fuck's getting ready to happen. But they ain't going to tell these other ones. They're just going to put them into action. They're going to put them into action mode. And the Most High is going to checkmate their ass. Okay? That's what's getting ready to happen. You got any more on that?
There's a couple more. You want to read a couple or skip it?
Yeah, go to Philippians 4, read 12 and 13. Oh, I'm sure it was.
that whole chapter.
That was, yeah, man, that Wisdom of Solomon, boy.
Philippians
4, 12 and 13.
Philippians 4:12, and it reads, I know both how to be abased. I know how to abound. Everywhere in all things I am instructed both to be full and to be hungry, both to be abound and to suffer need.
That's right. We know how to deal with adversity as well as being comfortable. Okay, on a spiritual level, man. Okay, but our comfort is getting ready to be tested. Our comfort is getting ready to be taken away, man. So now it's going to be we're at that point where we need to understand that when we start going through this suffering, that we know how to deal with it cheerfully, man. You know, I think the scripture says to when you're brought to a low state, to take it cheerfully. You see, that's what we're getting ready to be brought to, a lower state, man. You know, we've been comfortable, you know, for the most part, you know, the brothers, but we're getting ready to be very fucking uncomfortable, man. You see, they may take us to a jail cell and put us in it and have the temperature fucking freezing, or have the temperature fucking 110 fucking degrees, man. You know. They may have you in a cell with some goddamn Edomite that worships the devil, and all he's in there doing is chanting. They're gonna have you in a cell where they're playing all kind of fucking weird ass music, loud as shit, 24 hours a day, man. It's gonna get real fucking interesting, man. I'm telling you, man. A lot of brothers may fucking fold. But I'm hoping and praying that I'm one of those brothers, man, that the Most High has that spirit on to just not give a fuck what they doing. You know, if they take me. Okay? If they take me. You got any more on that?
Yep. Philippians 4 and 12.
Mm-hmm.
4 and 13. I can do all things through Hamashiach.
That's right. We can do all things. That just like I said. If the Most High puts that spirit on us to not give a fuck what they're doing, then that's just what it's gonna be, man. We're not gonna care, man. You know? We're gonna be in prayer. Go ahead, brother.
I can do all things through Hamashiach, which strengtheneth me.
That's right. He's our strength, man. The name of the Most High, Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai, is a strong tower, and the righteous runneth into it. And we're going to keep saying those names, as I don't give a fuck what they chant, what music they playing, but we keep praying to those names to get up out of that situation. The Most High is going to deliver us, man. That's right. Okay? Proverbs 24 and 10.
Proverbs 24 and 10. If thou faint in the day of adversity, thy strength is small.
If thou faint. If you fold, man, when they start doing all that, when you get uncomfortable, if you fold when you get uncomfortable, period. You know? When the food runs out, your wife's motherfucking stomach's touching her backbone. Yours too. She crying. I want some food. Can you get us some food? I'm tired of waiting for the Most High. You gotta go do something. You know? That uncomfortable situation, because that's going to happen a lot of that's going to happen before all the hell really starts, man. You know? And if you fold at that point, the Most High might send some people to kick your door down and put you to death. You know? You got to think about this shit, man. You know, this ain't the time to be fucking around with the Most High, man. He's going to bring judgment, some harsh judgment, man. And if you fold, he's going to fuck you up real bad. Yeah, I'm telling you. You know? Now, I talk about some of the shit that I see at my door. They can't come in my room. But I see, man, I'm telling you, you don't want to fuck with these angels, man. You know, these spirits of vengeance that are going to be put out here, man. You just don't want to fuck with them back. What did Tony Todd say on, the hell is that name of that movie where them kids was dying and shit after they got off the plane? And they went to him, that he was the caretaker or the undertaker or whatever. And they motherfucking asked him, you know, about death. And he said, man, you don't even want to fuck with that Mac Daddy. You know? Because the Most High is going to put people to death in some really strange ways, man. You know, some horrific, some strange, you know, some supernatural ass ways, man. You know, and we can't be folded, man. We got the name of Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai. We got this truth, man. We got the scriptures. We got the promise, you know, from Yahweh Hashem Yahweh Shai that he's going to get us through these things, man. You got any more on that?
That was it.
James 1, read 2 to 4.
James 1, verse 2. My brethren, count it all joy when ye fall into diverse temptations. Knowing this, that the trying of your faith worketh patience.
The trying of your faith worketh patience, man. That means to suffer. Patience means to suffer. You know? And we got, like I said, we are going to be tried, man, but we have to be patient. Because we're going to go through some shit. You know? Go ahead.
But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting yet may be perfect. James 1 and 4. But let patience have her perfect work, that ye may be perfect and entire, wanting nothing.
Wanting nothing. You know? Because we don't want to run down to Egypt for help, man, when this shit starts going down. We got to wait for the Most High. And I told, I was talking to my wife about a dream that I had, us going down to Ocean City. And I don't know if it was Russia or another nation. They were bombing the shit out of Ocean City, and everybody was in a panic and trying to get the fuck out of there. But I told my wife, I said, "Yo, fuck that. Come on, let's chill. We're gonna wait and let everybody fucking leave." So everybody started leaving, and the highways were all jam packed the fuck up, and we just waited. You know, we didn't follow that multitude. A lot of motherfuckers probably ended up dying on that highway, but we waited and waited, and when we left, there wasn't a fucking car on the highway, man, to stop us from getting the fuck back up where we live at. You know, so that's how we have to think. You know, we can't be in a rush to follow everybody to run down to Walmart when all hell starts breaking loose. We should already fucking have what we need at home. And I used to tell my brothers and my sisters at Thanksgiving and different dinners, don't go to these fucking riots. Don't go to these protests. Because when you start going into these grocery stores and when you start being out on them streets protesting, when this thing starts really going down, they're going to shoot you fucking people down on the streets, man. You don't even want to be around that shit. You know? You don't want to be around that. You know? And that's why we talk, that's why the scripture says, man, just, you know, be patient. You know? And don't want for nothing, man. You already have your how about Shem Yahushua. He already gave you the wisdom to do what you needed to do to be ready for when things like that start fucking happening.
That's right.
You see? You don't want to have to go to fuck the Walmart when there's a line of fucking cars just trying to get into the goddamn parking lot, man. You don't want to have to go through that. I'm just telling you. Because somebody, when you come out with your food, somebody's most likely going to fucking kill you and take your shit. Because that's going to start too. What was that, James?
Yep, that was James.
1 Peter 5 and 8.
1 Peter 5 and 8. Be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary, the devil, as a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.
Be sober and be vigilant, man. Because Esau is getting ready to come out he's getting ready to get some people, man. You know? He's that lion in the fucking bushes right now. Waiting for your ass, your little skinny ass to walk by. You know? Can any man in the woods fight off a hungry lion? And Esau's hungry as fuck right now because he knows he's getting ready to lose that blessing. You see? He's so hungry that he thinks he's getting ready to sit down at the table, man, and fill his belly.
Right.
Like the scripture says.
Right.
When he is about to fill his belly, because he's hungry, man. Right now. You know? So you better understand that these Edomites are getting ready to make a move, man. You know, so they can fill their bellies, man. So they can sit down, eat, and fill their bellies, man, and have their New World Order. You know? And they're going to kill as many fucking people as they need to get it done. Okay? But they getting ready to lose control of that. You got any more? 2 Chronicles 15 and 7. Be sober, man. Be sober and be vigilant, man. You know, and when we say be sober, we ain't talking about, you know, just stop drinking altogether. If you drink, shit, that's one thing. You know what I'm saying? But you just can't be out here every goddamn single day being sloppy drunk. Because I'm going to tell you, if you're doing that shit when them lights go out, man, you're gonna get caught slipping. You know? You're going to get caught slipping.
2 Chronicles 15 and 7. Be ye strong, therefore, and let not your hands be weak, for your work shall be rewarded.
Your work shall be rewarded. You hear? So everything that we do, we make these video epistles, we watch the videos, we do lessons. You know, we go out and make our bodies a living sacrifice. You know? The Most High is going to reward us for that, man. You know? That 10 days that we may be in that jail, you know what I mean? When the devil comes to throw us in the jail, you know, the Most High, if we're patient, the Most High is going to deliver us, man. And I used to ask this question at the one job I had. You know, I used to talk about the truth a lot. and I asked some of the brothers. It was a group of us, and I said, the first question was, what if you came to work and, there were chains on the doors, and while you were driving through the warehouse complex, you saw a lot of the other businesses where the lights were off, people were standing outside, and everything was shut down, and you couldn't get, money out the bank. I didn't ask that. I said, what would you do? What would be the first thing you did? And a lot of them said, well, I'd go get another job. And I said, well, I just said that all the other businesses were shut down. Everything shut down. The one brother said, well, I'd go to the bank and get some money. And I said, well, we got into some other stuff. I said, now, what if you were in a concentration camp? The laws say that you're not allowed to eat pork. I said, what if you were in a concentration camp and, they brought a nice, thick, breaded pork chop sizzling on a fucking plate. It was sizzling, it smelled good. They seasoned it perfectly, or what have you. And it was just still sizzling on the plate. I said, what would you do? The one boy was like, I'll fucking eat it. And I said, well, I'd slide it back under the door. Other brother said, well, I don't know. I don't know what I would do. I would think about it. I said, you're gonna eat it. You know what I'm saying? And then, I said to the brother, I said, now, being as though it's against the law for you to eat that pork chop and you ate it, I said, what if soon as you ate that pork chop, an angel knocked the door down and the window or the wall down and said, yo, come with me. And then said, oh, hold up, wait a minute. You ate that fucking pork chop? And then he walked back through the wall and sealed it up, and they came in the room and got you and took you and chopped your fucking head off.
There's a scripture out that says, woe to them that are full of swine or some shit
You
like
see?
that. You know what I mean? I can't think of it. If I had
You know what I'm
I could pull
saying?
it up. But it's woe to them that are basically.
Or the
full of
mouse,
swine.
and talked about the mouse and the pork and shit. I
Swine.
think I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
And
But-
in the last days, basically.
Because this is what's coming. They're gonna tempt you in so many different fucking ways, but at that moment, that could be your moment. You see? Now, that's what's going to happen to a lot of people, man. Grab Ciroc, 4 and 28. A lot of people are going to pick that goddamn plate up because they're so fucking hungry that they're going to give up. Instead of pushing that plate back under that fucking door, man. Because the Most High is, if we give that temptation even a fucking moment's thought, we're going to fuck around and die. Go ahead,
Ecclesiasticus 4:28. Strive for the truth unto death.
Strive for the truth unto death. So if you got starved to fuck to death in that cell, then that's what the fuck you better do, because the Most High is going to take you up out of there at that point. You see? He going to test our faith, man. He going to, you hear what it just said? Strive for the truth unto death. That means if I have to get you that fucking close to dying to test your ass, that's what I'm going to do. Now, he does say that he's only going to test us to the point of what we can handle, and he knows what we can handle and what we can't. But that's where the test comes in, man. And you may not even realize it. Something as simple as a pork chop getting pushed under your fucking door.
He tested Abraham.
Yeah, with your son.
Right, with his own son.
Yeah. Yep.
That was all a test.
Yeah.
That was a hell of a test.
And see, he won't even put us through that because he knows we don't. He knows we ain't walking like Abraham. You know what I'm saying? He knows that. But we're getting ready to be tested, brothers. So if you're watching these video epistles, if you're new in this truth, man, and you really want to be a part of this truth, man, you better really understand what the fuck you're getting into. Because these people are getting ready to move on us. Alright? You got anything else,
I
Zach?
just want to finish this up.
Go ahead, brother.
Strive for the truth unto death, and Yahweh, by Hashem Yahweh Shai, shall fight for thee.
And see, we ain't got to break that down. You know? You got anything else, Zach?
That's it.
Alright, well, with that, we're going to give all praises, honor, and glory to
Yahweh, by Hashem, Yahweh Shai, by Hashem Kadash.
Again, double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. And shalom to the Akiyam, the Akwathium, and that speckled bird that's listening and learning. Shalom.
Shalom, shalom.
I got you.